Hey folks, happy Thursday. Welcome back to Advisory. Today we are going to get started with a new kind of running segment over digital citizenship. Everyone understands that the internet is an unavoidable part of our lives now. We are all on it in one way or another. Over the past couple of decades, the internet has created an entirely new world that we have had to figure out how to navigate. So our videos over digital citizenship will be about exactly that, how to be a digital citizen in an increasingly online world. And we're going to start with talking about privacy and security online. To start, let me tell you about the 9 key P's of digital citizenship: property, permission, pictures, personal information, passwords, private information, and there is a difference between personal and private information. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Protection, personal branding, and professionalism. Now for today, with digital security and privacy, we're just going to talk about the top 5 here: pictures, personal information, passwords, private information, and protection. Let's get into it. First of all, I want you to think about what you're using as a password to get into your various online accounts, all right? A good password should be memorable to you, but impossible for someone else to guess. It should include a mixture of capital and lowercase letters, symbols, and numbers. You want to make sure that your more important accounts have a higher level of security with the password that you use. So don't use the same password that you do for maybe your Instagram as you do for your email or your online banking or something that's much more important. In fact, you should probably have a unique password for each account. And I know that's hard to keep up with sometimes, but having your passwords written down in a secure place, something like LastPass, which is an app that can hold all of your secure information. It can be written down somewhere where no one can find it, although I will say to be careful about that. I had a boss in college who had all of his passwords written down on a little index card right next to his computer, and wouldn't you know it, he lost that card and a couple of his accounts got hacked. There's another specific thing to Dallas ISD here too, because at the beginning of the year, every account is given the exact same password, and you would be shocked at how many students do not change that password and are confused when their account gets hacked into. Some of you are looking at me right now and thinking, you know what, I don't think I changed my password either. Well, all someone has to do is figure out your student ID number, use that same password that everybody got, and boom, they're copying your assignments, or they're taking work from you, or they're emailing from your account. If you think that hasn't happened to you, I would be interested to see if you go into your Dallas ISD Google account and see how many people have signed in on different devices with your numbers. So change that DISD password if you haven't yet, okay? Do it, do it, do it. You also want to be careful not to include any private information that may be used to identify who you are or where you are. This can be a phone number, an address, an email address, your school that you go to, your job that you go to. Anything that is out there that can identify who you are or where you are should be kept under wraps. Someone that doesn't know you having access to your private information could pose a danger to you online and in real life if they wanted to find you. So make sure that nothing that you post online can give someone access to your private information. You also want to think about personal information, which is not necessarily information that can be used to identify who you are, but it can tell people a lot about who you are that they may or may not be able to use against you. Be careful with what you share, where you share it, and who you share it with. Personal information can be things like how many siblings you have, or your favorite food, or who you're dating, or your personal feelings about people or events or politics or religion. You got to be careful with what you put out there, okay? That is your business that you do not want strangers up in. So keep certain things to either yourself or just talk to someone in real life, but be careful with what you post about these things online. You should also consider what sort of protections you have in place on your phone or on your computer, and be aware of people trying to give you a virus or malware or phishing attempts. Phishing attempts is anything that tries to send you a link that you then click, and then all of a sudden you have a virus or you've accidentally shared your private information with the whole world. Every once in a while lately, I've gotten weird texts from numbers that I don't actually know that are all an attempt to talk to me a little bit and then scam me out of whatever they think I might have. So be very careful when it comes to talking to people online. Only use trusted or vetted software and websites. Don't click on suspicious links unless you know exactly where they're going to take you to or who sent them. And don't talk to anyone online that you don't know who they are personally. Stranger danger. It's true in real life and it's true online as well. Another big thing about online security that not everybody thinks about is what is in your pictures or videos. Whenever you post a picture or video, make sure that there is no private details of you or others in the background. This could be anything that we covered under private or personal information, license plate numbers, street signs, card numbers, things like that. You should check your friends or followers list on social media accounts to know exactly who is seeing what when you post it. If you don't know them personally, then there's a good chance that you also won't know what they're going to do with the information that you put out there. So be very careful with what you post and who you post it to. Internet security is going to be a problem for as long as the internet exists, and so it's important to take some of these steps to make sure that your own online presence is safe and secure and that you are not in danger either online or in real life. That's all for the video. On the next slide, I have some suggestions that I want you to try to do at least 2 or 3 of to make sure that your online presence is safe and secure and that therefore you are safe and secure. Thanks for watching. Be good to yourself and others, and I will see you real soon.